And hey there again. This time we're looking at the, this is Macfarlane Toys sort of DC line, DC Direct they took over for. And this is Catwoman, like the animated series, Batman animated series look of Catwoman as portrayed by Art Germ, Stanley Lau. And so this is part of their designer series. So they're larger, like maybe about 1/6 scale, I guess, statues. And as you can see, there's like a cell shaded look on her, her belt, and there the dark line across is supposed to be like the shadowing. And then she's just on this kind of plain base with the little cat symbol there. And she actually, speaking of her cat, she's got a cool cat there, and that kind of plugs in separately. But it's a really neat statue. It's a really neat take on it. This one was delayed for a long time during COVID, and so it finally came out. Starting to see more of them. So here's a good look at her portrait. And the little jewelry here she's got is loose. It's just like a PVC thing, but it's cool. I think the little stone in there is even like a clear kind of resin. So we'll go ahead and do the full 360 of her. And then actually I'm going to go ahead and bring in another statue that I recently got. That's also in the Macfarlane Toys sort of DC Direct line. Now this one, I'll move Catwoman to the back here. And I've got another statue by it, but this is Harley Quinn. So I can bring her in. Here's Harley. And this is done by Frank Cho, his version of Harley Quinn. And it's a smaller scale. It's maybe more like 1/7. And you can kind of see Catwoman to the back. She's crouching, so she's shorter, but Harley Quinn is a little smaller scale, but also really well done. Again, Macfarlane Toys, DC Direct kind of put out that line. This is in the DC CoverGirls line, and Catwoman was in the designer series line. So both are, artist takes on it, and we'll get in here a little closer on Harley's portrait, and you can see a pretty good job there. She's got the unmasked head. There's no switch out, so it's just the pigtails with the pink and blue. But then, again, sort of like the animated series suit here. She's got the alternating red and black colors. And she's got her mallet. It says surprise with some stars on it. So this is all, again, resin. So we'll do a 360 of her and Catwoman too. And so just to get all the sirens together, and I've already done a review on this last one, but we'll move Catwoman over here. And then we got Poison Ivy, which is also by Frank Cho in the DC CoverGirls line. So then we got all the sirens together. And I think they go pretty good. I did not get a Catwoman. Well, I have a Catwoman. I have a couple of different Catwomans, but not in that really matches exactly with the Harley and the Ivy, just because the Frank Cho line, they don't do a Catwoman that I know of. But I do have the Joelle Jones CoverGirls line and Catwoman in her like wedding dress. So she's more in scale with Harley and Ivy, but more of the animated sort of look. I think they do go together here pretty nicely. So there's the three sirens, Gotham City sirens. We'll give you a 360 of all of them together. So even though the scale's a little off, I think they look good on display together because they've got the animated look. They're done by artists, and with Catwoman sort of crouching in the back there, it's harder to tell that she's sort of bigger than the other two. So there you go. There's a quick look at the Catwoman from Art Germ, Harley Quinn, Harley Quinn, Frank Cho, and Poison Ivy, Frank Cho from the DC Direct Macfarlane line. And thanks for watching.